Hi everyone, how are you all? I don't know how loud this music is. Seems kind of ambient. I'm gonna mute it anyway. How are you all? Uh, happy Christmas Eve, and happy seventh night of Hanukkah. Um, mm, haven't cleaned off our menorah from today yet. Um, I hope you're all well. Um, at the recommendation of one of our friends, we're going to be playing Disco Elysium. Um, which I have heard for the past several years is very plural. Um, I'm very quiet. I could turn it up. Is that better? I mean, I'm hitting yellow. How am I? I'm all right. Thank you for asking. It is nice to be doing something. A lot of us have taken a sort of break since we got laid off, except for Claudia and Oak, really, and Dandelion as well. But uh, it's good to be out. It's good to be here. I enjoy the holidays. I'm having. Don't worry, this is not all wine. This is about half juice. I love your haircut. Thank you. We've been doing this for 8 or 9 months now. We actually should probably touch it up. So yes, Disco Elysium today. I've heard this is very plural. I suppose let's jump right into it. Do that. Unmute the game. Let me know how the volume is. I'm going to be keeping an eye on it. I think there's dialogue in this game. I could be wrong, but I think there is. Info. Thoughts. Active thoughts alter dialogue options. Thought bonuses differ for research and completion. We have a character sheet? Like D&D? I have no idea what the hell Disco Elysium is about, for the record. Tools. Oh, morale points into division. We're just gonna hit new game. Select the archetype. An archetype. Thinker, sensitive, physical, or create your own. Extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Motorics, how well you move your body. Physique, how well your body is built. Psyche, your power to influence yourself and others. Your capacity to reason, intellect. Yes, but not like D&D. We were planning on buying this game tomorrow. I mean, I still recommend that you buy this game. I hear it's very good. Archer is pissed off right now because at the um at the request of his vet, he is being put on a diet, and he is just asking where is the food, because we basically had to have his food intake. His food is incredibly high calorie, which we didn't know. Inland Empire is fun. The movie? Oh.
Oh no. Ow. You bite me.
Very psychological. A magnetic personality, but unstable. Might begin to
Really?
lose his mind. Physical, extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a rock. Let's create your own. Random? Let's go back and choose an archetype. So 5 psyche. So I have low capacity to reason, and fairly low ability to move my body. I mean, I'm just going to hit sensitive because though I am a thinker. Let's go sensitive. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even in the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown. R.S. Thomas. Okay.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious from hence in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, my phone buzzed.
Ever.
Oh.
Never, ever.
Never ever? Ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Alright, let's simply keep on non-existing.
No amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What was that about the ex-wife?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning.
Can you hear this? Is this too loud? Is it too soft?
For awareness of the meat thing.
I want to know about the ex-wife.
Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
Alonzi. Oh. I do love Doctor Who. I know it's an actual thing. I mean, I'm gonna say never let me go.
Right. Nothing down to fuck all, Borough.
Look, there's... I am tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit?
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Wait, no, I need to belittle myself instead, yeah?
Really?
Yeah, sure.
I wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
What's spelled playback over here? Is this like film reel?
Fear
Oh.
and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
What's waiting for me?
This giant ball there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball.
Oh, I thought that said
One
Duncan.
of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
How big is the ball?
Make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large.
But how big is the ball?
Can't even make out it's a
How small are the apes?
infinitesimally small.
And this duking it out I keep hearing about. What's that?
Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
Yeah, it sounds good. Let's go.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Medium success? So the game is actually rolling for me here, correct? Even though I'm not really choosing to do much here. I'm a champion.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth.
Hell yeah, it does.
And with it, an ungodly headache.
Hell yeah, it does. Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth?
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a
Sound effects.
clarion call from hell.
I'll open my eyeballs. Interesting. Okay. Pants? Yeah, take the pants.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Ooh, flare cut.
It
Fish mouth.
says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Nope. Take. Am I wearing a shirt? No, I'm not wearing a shirt. Okay. There's a shirt. It's a necktie.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
That must be my necktie.
Has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
I have lost the game in this room before. How is that even possible? This is a white check. You may retry it. Why is it cut off on the side? Oh, there we go. Yeah, savoir-faire, medium 10.
You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving.
Am I about to lose the game in this room?
For quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
I'm gonna leave. I'm going to leave. Ah, there is a shirt. And that is how you can lose there? That is insane. I had to build with 1 health point and lost there. The bottles in the bathtub. Okay. Should probably turn off the sink.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Men will literally rip off half the faucet rather than go to therapy.
Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Wipe the mirror.
You slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Touch my face first. Make sure there's nothing wrong.
There is definitely something wrong with it.
What's wrong?
Where to even begin?
The mirror is talking to me?
Then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. Bet you are.
I'm sorry, touch my nose?
A small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
Yeah, it's like that. We're gonna get on HRT and start ripping faucets off of every sink we see. That's the spirit. At least my tongue is
It's
okay.
not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
Wipe the mirror.
Behold,
A man.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Of course I do. Is it some kind of superstar? I think I'm a
It
superstar.
appears you're also dead.
Ah.
There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I think it might be because I'm a superstar.
Please stop. It's horrible.
No.
You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off.
Fucking beautiful painting, by the way.
What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Superstardom, baby.
Check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here it looks like a cadaverous spasm.
I don't need to. I almost died trying to get that tie, but I heard my heartbeat.
Getting clever appears to make the expression even worse. Now it's mixed with smugness.
Encyclopedia Formidable 13. Dig into the deep mind to locate the source of the expression. Electrochemistry Impossible 18. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. Or let the mirror be for now. It's a white check, you may retry it. You know what? Ignorance is bliss. Okay, door is locked. Can I, like, pan around the room? Oh, yes, I can zoom out. Alcohol. Well, you know what they say about the hair of the dog. Commodore Red is empty. Looks like someone tore out the tape while a song was playing. Oh god, is this old cassette tape? Reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. You should turn that off, maybe. Okay. So I'm in some sort of dress. Oh, window is broken.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Visual calculus, assess the damage. Even odds.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
So what did this?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Assess the size of the
It is
impact.
too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture.
Like a
You're
bottle?
looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend.
I'll also do it.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
I should go and get that shoe.
Wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Yeah, this game is a vibe. Alright, well, let's put on one shoe and limp around like Billy Pilgrim in the Battle of the Bulge. Can I lock my apartment? Find your other shoe. Your green snakeskin shoe is missing a partner. Two shoes are better than one. Unite them again. Oh. There we go. Who's this lady? Yolenka?
Hello, officer.
The young
Oh,
woman
sorry.
raises a cigarette to her lips.
Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Then why did you call me officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
Like who at the Battle Bulge? Billy Pilgrim, Slaughterhouse 5. It's mainly a joke for me to laugh at. What business is that?
Say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
It's even odds on try the expression on her, let her know you want her physically.
The word
Damn it.
already left your mouth.
Oh no, I want to have fuck with you.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on. Say it again.
No, I don't want to.
Come on, man. Freddie, please. One more time.
Don't back down now. Say what you said again. Proudly.
Authority. Medium success. I said I want to have fuck with you.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
Superstar cop, it's been established.
Okay, that's cool. Or if I can just maybe ask you to elaborate on that superstardom a tiny bit.
I sincerely think I'm a superstar. It's a theory I'm developing.
I have certainly been entertained. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Whoever you are, you should stick to it. Otherwise, it's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
She left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. It's 51. March, the year is 51. I'm guessing this can't be 1951. Is this like 2051? Yeah, the game's art style is nice, and we are doing well. Thank you. On the table. Did I even look at it? Ooh, 40 cents, Pog. 40 cents real? Well, I think that's real. Nice of them to leave that there. Well, the sea makes you dizzy. Is neither. Is this 1851? Is it perhaps 3051? Is it just 51? Okay, shoes are on. Gust of briny wind washes over you.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet.
Okay, they fit.
Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
And tab highlights interactable objects, okay. Oh, I can just use fucking arrow keys to walk around. Here, I thought I had to click on things. Okay, now I'm walking.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub.
Yes, the snake shoes reunited.
Deliciously.
She broke the filter. I can't smoke
How
that.
very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all. Or you could not do that. No one is making you.
I should not do that. Yes, I should do that. I should enthusiastically do that. I don't think that.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time.
Okay.
And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Oh. My brain does love massive bonuses.
The door is closed.
Leave. I'm not going to bust into her room. Though I am a superstar. The weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe Le Monde. Trompe Le Monde, something the world. Trompe. I don't know what Trump means. Where the hell am I? Okay, we're just panning over to me. So full from cigarettes, yum. Summer door closed for the winter. This is where lyrics would be. Big old karaoke mic is just waiting for someone to sing. Speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with
You should
static.
totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
Yeah, good art style. Obviously my soul is immense.
And it needs to be heard.
I'm a superstar.
Your PA system.
Yes,
By other people.
of course.
Whether they like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
This goes well with the theory I'm developing that... Ooh, made by the same number. I'm glad tie goes to the runner. This goes well with the theory that I'm developing that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. You
Should I
have
sing?
not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, get the people going.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Alright, finish. Smoke cigarettes, sing karaoke. It's a hell of a morning. Find a sufficiently tragic tape, play it on the boombox to memorize the lyrics, and ask the cafeteria manager to perform, preferably in the evening when more people at the bar. It's one of the many reasons why Inland Empire is great. Whenever I hear Inland Empire, I think David Lynch. What does it mean?
Stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
Me, an empath, I don't like it. He doesn't like me.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Say nothing.
The man plucks at the seabird, frowning.
Wait. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Menu's been wiped clean, the only word Monday is written on it. Water cooler, large bubble rising to the surface. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone's working. Door is bolted. Sign reads, kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300 hours. Mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open at 1600. Royal pinball machine is up.
Hello, sweetie.
Cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. Yes, thank you, ma'am. My colleague.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the wind came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this.
Kind of owns. Who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
Ah, shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name.
I fucking wine on my teeth.
Get creative.
Come up with a really good name. Invent a name for myself. Ooh, conception. So you're saying there's a chance.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes. Well,
He doesn't even process what you just said, he just
it
moves
looks
on.
like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Inland Empire is basically imagination. Going into daydreams and such at high levels. Think inner world, if I remember correctly. No, I haven't.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right?
Yes.
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I haven't.
Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
Cool.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So the body is still in the tree.
As far as I know.
It's the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to
Merry Christmas Eve, yes.
the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight.
7 days.
We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Susan is also here for the record if I'm acting odd. I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
Oh boy.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Oh, I just noticed our picture down here was hidden behind my microphone. Oh, it's hidden behind me as well. I should move myself to the top left over here. Seems like there's not much going on in that corner.
A
Yeah.
painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that, so cigarettes will have to do.
What are we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
Let's get going.
After you, officer.
If you're
Oh,
about
he's with me. He's in my party.
investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check pocket.
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Okay.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
I wish I had this woman in our system. I suppose I'm this woman most of the time. Is he supposed to be holding that book? Why is that book merely floating in front of him? Everyone else sees this, right? I'm not misunderstanding. The man has a book stuck to him.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Guard, right? You run this place.
It's definitely supposed to happen. He got stabbed with the book.
Yes.
He has telekinesis. Ah, yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He's just that good of a cop. The only good cop. Harbinger of Ruin. Honestly, I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
It's like when you've left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet.
That's wonderful, really. I think so. But there's a dead body out back. No one wants to work in these conditions. It's been a week.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
For a moment, the man fidgets under the lieutenant's gaze. Then he gives in.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
Question. This role, was that a role from Kitsagi? Was it? Kitsuragi?
What, of Martinez? No.
Martinez.
I'm Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
We get it, you're a superstar.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case...
Yes,
Oh.
I know where
Oops.
some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
All roles are from you. Okay. What?
it's your turn.
Oh, you mean questions?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
What? I'm sure that we brought up this comic before, but there's this comic with two chickens at like a little party. They're both holding wine glasses, and it's like it's like make friends with people by asking them questions about themselves, and one is just saying to the other, "What the hell is wrong with you?" So what's your problem with me?
Why would I have a problem with you? You're a
I'm a hero. You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
No way to talk to an officer.
Oh, it's not.
He raises his shoulders like he's about to say something more, but then gets a hold of himself.
You're right, it's not.
He has no respect for you personally, but this man sees himself as a law-abiding citizen, and you a representative of that law.
Are you? No. Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
No, fine.
Extra fine.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
I knew that, but I wanted to bother him.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This is clearly a touchy subject for him.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Get over it.
Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
How do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Franco-Nigerian. Franco-Nigerian. Like French Nigeria?
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says.
Prey drive? Did you kill him, Guard?
No, I didn't.
You can tell me, Guard, you killed him, didn't you? Killed him, right?
I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this?
Why did you have to kill him?
Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable.
Did he hurt you? Is that why? Did you get some kind of sick kick out of killing him?
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
Anyone? Have you killed someone else then?
He ignores you.
That's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast.
Hmm?
You owe me 130 real.
So you're saying there's a chance?
As you blow this joint, behind you a whiny voice shouts.
Real mature, man. Real mature.
This is emotion?
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershaw. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
Oh, you actually succeeded. Dang. Of course I did. I'm a superstar, everyone.
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
As if you.
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you.
I tried that. I ran into Lena and knocked her out of her wheelchair. Oh no.
You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Run your fingers through your dampened hair.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance. There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strikebreakers have gathered. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Chase shoulders.
You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. Two green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza.
North.
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
And closer.
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks.
What's below?
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the revolution. Doors leading down to Le Royaume. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
And south.
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
And the other side.
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
What is Jamrock?
Revachol is the capital of the world.
The world?
Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home.
Shudder, look further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Satellite officer Jean Vichmer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, officers Torsen and McLean are standing guard. Torsen wears jeans and a fishnet wife beater. Satellite
Dude,
officer
it's cold.
Vichmer passes by, and the young man remarks to him,
Where's your homo, homie?
Wow.
What?
It's not like that. They're what is called heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. A brother-bond, if you will.
This is a French man speaking English trying to do an American accent. And he's not great at it.
Huh? Yeah.
He opens his umbrella, but the wind immediately turns it inside out.
Heterosexual life partners.
Funny apiary. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing.
It's just, Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't drink with him over the weekend, did you?
Are they talking about me?
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man. What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange? What was it?
In Martinez. He's in Martinez.
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's above?
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Pretty. 3 T's? Oh, I can run. Oh. He's still telepathically holding that. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Keeps the snow melting this wheelbarrow.
The RCM in Martinez.
Pretty.
What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
I have some questions.
Of course.
We need directions.
Where to?
Where am I?
What do you mean?
Just tell me where we are.
We're in Martinez, sir. This intersection is called Roundabout North, I think.
Thank you. That's all for now.
No problem.
Who are you?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Nice to meet you, just a gardener. Another question then.
I am pleased to meet you too, officer. Of course.
I have to run.
I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Thank you. That was nice of her. Pigs Go Home. The street name is illegible.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
I'm the law.
You sure are, my man.
Keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
What's going on?
It's the jam, my man.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
Interesting.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Cool. I'll put on the gloves later. Made the call reporting the crime. Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave task if she made the call. I think that I will go to his vehicle and report my badges stolen.
Stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white.
It's a really cool car.
57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet.
Door.
Cabin. You are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Where's thing? Cole Phelps, badge 1247. How may I help, Detective?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is the officer from the 41st speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need you to... I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His ratty voice is oddly familiar.
This is 41st, come in, over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest.
I'm getting a lot of successes. Does it just not report the auto fails to you?
An array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
Hi, this is me here. I work at your station.
10-4, what's your status? Over.
My status,
10-18, 10-20, over.
Please just talk human to me. These numbers mean nothing.
State your message, sir. Over.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, repeat message. Over.
Can't find my badge. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
10-22, the captain? This sounds bad. Bad and scary. Like being called to the headmaster's office in school.
Hidden skill checks you do not see if they fail. Okay. By the way, if you like this stream, take a moment and like this stream. It helps out the channel.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Say nothing.
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you
Dick Mullen?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
He says, fighting off laughter.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
Trivial success. Trivial 6 versus your total 7.
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Haha, officer has lost his badge. Haha, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh god damn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
Come on, operator, tell him to stop. This is serious.
He's asking you to stop, says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vikmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over.
Can we just move on? I want to get reported and be done with.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Can you all stop saying lost his badge for a minute?
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
The room on the other end of the line erupts in volcanic laughter.
Sergeant Person was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry.
Oh, failure.
Think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
You can hear laughter in the background. Enough with this, I have other things to discuss.
Come again, I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you.
No heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
I have a gun.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
Oh god, it's not here.
Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Convince him that you didn't lose your gun.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
No, of course I didn't lose my gun. Fuck it, I didn't lose my gun.
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his fun, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
The fuck do you need a gun for? Look at the pythons on your arms.
Ooh.
You are a gun. The biggest one in the world. Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
Whispered to the lieutenant, Kim, what are you packing?
It's a single-shot Kiel A9. An armistice, to be precise.
It's a single-shot armistice Kiel Kiel A9, over.
Says it's a Kiel 9mm armistice.
Armistice? What, is he a fucking... Clearly he doesn't have his Villiers anymore.
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Noor by himself. But Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he still got his wiener.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you're still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
Now is a good time to say fuck and ass and so on. That'll make this all right.
Yes, I lost my wiener too. Just lay off, okay?
He acknowledges your joke and asks you to lay off.
Hello, Lorelei.
Lay off. Lay off? Tell him we'll lay off when he retrieves the goddamn police property that he has been entrusted with.
Satellite Officer
I heard him.
10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
There's static.
Oh God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
This may sound odd, but there's personal details I want to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait.
Yeah, the radio operator is very professional.
Get through.
What is there to think about?
You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
Alexandrites have had this conversation.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
I want to know if you got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth?
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over.
Please refer to me with my full name in the future.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Say my name.
Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over.
Please just say my name, Jules.
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Understood, sir. Over.
That's all for now.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Static ends with a loud click, then everything is silent in the cabin.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier, around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minot enters. Her left arm is in bandages, and her hair trimmed short.
Spirit decor? Is this like your police instinct or like your connection to your fellow cops?
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and his sidearm. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, all right. Sounded
It is that
drunk
okay.
to me.
Yeah, Mac's right.
Please hive mind.
Gnarly shit there.
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
She looks at her neat polished black shoes.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
The crowd in the room had started fidgeting uncomfortably. Someone's trying to slip out unnoticed.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to put his shit together.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side,
New skill point.
the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
Definitely pick up the radio again.
57, how may I assist you?
Calls Sylvie. She may have reported murder
What is the number, officer?
as well. I'm choosing gut feelings, dreams, and waking life. So I can choose to level up certain skills. Can I level up like a base skill? No. Logic, encyclopedia, rhetoric, drama, visual calculus, conceptualization. These I clearly don't need to fuck around with too much. Intellect I need. Hand-eye coordination is probably good. Perception, reaction speed, savoir-faire. Interfacing. Composure. Okay, electrochemistry is his drug enjoyment. Tune into the city. Let the body take control. Threaten people. Physical instrument. Drop the pain, endurance. I'm going to level up hand-eye coordination. Oh, you can revert it. Interesting. I feel like that will come in handy. Kim, didn't Guard give you the number?
Yes. Hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Start slapping marching rhythm on your thighs.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Electrochemistry was about to let you dig into your own brain during the mirror scene. I didn't remember that. That's interesting.
Just wait. Relax.
Okay.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. This is police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work.
All right. Hello, officer. What can I do?
She recognizes my voice.
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Was it you who called the police?
Not me.
Do you know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Next question.
Yeah, go on.
Have you seen my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer.
My badge is missing. Have you seen it?
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Kim doesn't have a uniform.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is.
No, I'm not in plain clothes.
There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
I showed you my gun? When did that happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and...
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know?
Yeah, what did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Big Lebowski boys, if you flash your piece out again on the lane.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Oh.
People tried to back away from you or even slip out of the door, but you screamed, "I am the goddamned law, and you have to listen to me."
You hate to see it.
All suspects in a murder investigation.
I mean, I'm not wrong, am I? Oof. I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
What happened to my gun, though?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask.
Do I want to sexually harass every woman I meet? Probably not. But will I? Probably not. I think I got everything I need.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Why does she seem angry with you?
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
Yeah, what could I have done to upset her? I only waved my piece around and threatened to shoot myself, and...
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
What skua thing?
The stuffed bird. The great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Planescape Torment, where you wake up and you don't have memory and you wander around trying to figure out who the hell you are. I love birds.
Yes, well...
You're telling me I was the one who made you want to quit?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months.
Like, physically glued? Oh, I know what I did.
Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
What song?
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry. Sorry about the song.
The hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy, and no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too.
Sorry.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Police documents?
The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet.
What happened?
Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do.
She's worried she might have accidentally done something bad. Then she remembers it's you.
Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
Alright, I wasn't a very good tenant.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
I don't even know what to say.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
What else did I sing besides the oh, I'm looking for a song.
All sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock.
Do you want me to identify one particular song?
Which one would that be?
One that was really sad.
Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in Saint-Saëns. Butchered that right up.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however.
Alright, thanks for talking.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with?
No, I'm done. Thanks.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
Close the door. Alright, Kim?
Yes?
I think you should know I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I really don't remember anything. There was drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
You know what? Touche.
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
I'm afraid this is a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
I want to talk about you?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
Well, we'll work together better if we have a little more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Tell me a secret about yourself. Tell me a secret about yourself.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you.
Give up. There's nothing you can do.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
You ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
This sudden music. You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The one that's floating in front of you?
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself...
I gotta turn this music down. It's really loud. Really nice, but also so loud.
You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
That's all.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Nothing. This brain is not at all plural, nope. Yeah, his notebook is still floating there. Okay, what are our other things? Track down badge and gun. I'm not gonna call it the Lazarus. There are bottles inside. You should pick them up. You would pick them up if you had a bag, something like that.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mail delivery box.
The box seems happy.
Good.
Eat shit, pig. Fucked by the coon. And St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore and best set mailbox also.
Been there. Been there.
The mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow. And then suddenly you see it. Over all the other graffitos, someone has, using the tip of a very sharp knife, cut the words, Revachon forever.
Alright, leave. Talk to this little girl.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
Can I ask you some questions?
I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What's your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
She looks like she's recalling something.
Free to step in and browse our wares.
Why are you standing out here in the cold?
Signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Ah, as it says on the sign. Okay. Let's see.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
Can I have a word at the shop? No, you're cold. Can I help?
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
I could help by brutally dismantling the free market.
You, sir? I'm glad to help Mum out with the store.
Shouldn't you be at school?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
School's stupid.
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
How's business?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Well, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. See you around, Annette. Very muscular man surrounded by flames. Book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. Book about pate. You don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. Takes willpower to even read the author's name, Jean Caus, from Guanya. Book about Boadiero culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. Book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Oh, yeah. The book appears to be erotic without actual erotica. Too real. The street name. Alright, let's look at the corpse. Hey, kid, can you not? Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. Human being composed. Fucking stop doing that.
Kuno's got this.
Boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
Oh yeah, nappa comfy, Kuno.
Kid, a word, please, business.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
It's love it in the dick.
Ow.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
What the hell does that mean?
The kid is obviously high.
Ah. Stop using slurs at my crime scene. That's not how we do it.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Hi, baby. It's going well. It's interesting.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Yeah, Kuno. Ride the lightning, Kuno.
Kuno's riding at sea.
This kid does not look like this.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
Forces?
You will see.
Are you kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Ow. Kid, you want to hang out? I'm not a narc.
Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Look, I have questions.
Alright. Entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Jesus, who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
Points to his chest with both thumbs.
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
You refer to yourself in the third person?
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you. Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
I'm just gonna... No, just answer the questions.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid.
Pigs in aim, Kuno! Somebody, please!
It is really tempting to punch this child.
Thump. The blow connects surprisingly well, leaving your knuckles tingling. Kuno feels it. This was no light tap.
What?
I think we can have a normal conversation now, am I right, Kuno?
Officer, this is very far from normal police conduct. Get yourself together.
For heaven's sake, he thinks, this has gone too far. Don't make this any worse than it is. Just get back to questioning the kid.
Okay, pig.
He's no longer wearing his demonic grin. Something's happened. The punch made him calmer.
If this act was about him trying to establish dominance over you, it's safe to say things didn't go as he'd planned.
Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything.
The creature behind the fence has fallen ominously silent. Only her eyes are alive, jumping from actor to actor.
Okay, pig. Talk to Kuno. We're back in this shit. The fuck do you want?
Empathy, legendary 14. Figure out what's going on with this kid. And I have a 42% chance.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Hey Kuno, can you think you can turn down the Kuno for a moment? Let's talk like normal people.
Fuck at the Kuno! Trying to fuck at me! Trying to fuck! Kuno only gets higher! It's faster, faster, faster! Can't take the Kuno! Stay out of the reactor!
Kuno gonna fuck you up! Up!
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
Me, 42% empath. You kids often play in this yard?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
Let's talk about something else.
Whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
So you respect me now?
Demon pig. That's not how this shit works.
A little. But don't expect anything to change.
Don't let him dominate you, Kuno! Fuck his fat ass!
What do you know about the body?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
Kim, help me out here. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Do you know how it got there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay, where do you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking...
He looks around trying to come up with something.
Let's go... Or, I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Where is Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis. And you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Not the slur. Which slur? The one that they've been saying? Have you seen anyone suspicious around? I appreciate that they censored that slur, for the record.
Just a couple of
man.
around in the day. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Terrible. Awful.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno!
Ooh. I didn't censor that. Let's talk about something else.
Testing Kuno's patience, yeah.
Get lost!
I'm done. I'm done.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I don't regret punching that child. Its lair is rickety but still climbable. Someone's trying to grow herbs here. Alright, let's look at the body.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
No, love you. No. Let go of your nose without throwing up.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, More instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind.
Uh,
from within.
Trigger warning vomit? Let it out? Anyway.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst. Until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stinks.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Where do you get ammonia?
There is Frit nearby,
Yeah.
out of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't, there's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the room.
Yeah, the sound effect was really bad.
If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna...
I already blew. Anyway. Hey, I should put the gloves on. Gloves. This handkerchief. Oh, I can sell it. Inspect victim's body. Get the ammonia from the gardener. The story will make it easier. Let's go to the gardener. What is this? Magnesium and 20. That's... Winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. What is this?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes.
All
No,
right.
there's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
What's the feeling?
Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
What is this?
Nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Leave. Greenhouse. How do I get into the greenhouse?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me.
Take one step closer.
Shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
Just want to ask some questions.
Going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Hey, kid.
What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of here, face. You got done. Talk to me.
Fair enough.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
R wears a crown, a light above descending. Okay, let's get that ammonia. That's not the Frit.
Welcome to Ivashol.
Racist lorry driver, I'm gonna leave. Frit. Yellow roses, tulips too. Melancholy pop song plays.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Tell him about your diagnoses, Kuno. I don't know.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What are you reading?
You mean this?
You're doing Kuno voice very good. She looks at the cover boasting a colorful photo of two girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
I approve of this very futuristic tap on the girls kissing.
Pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half-smile.
Let's proceed. I have some questions.
Okay.
Do you have ammonia?
She looks up from her magazine, eyes filled with tired ennui.
Yes. What we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Uh-huh.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a little shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Do I not have enough money?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle.
Oh, that's the tear machine.
What is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like, or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
How do I pick up the tear?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
Alright, so I clearly cannot afford the medication that I need. This man is still just has his notebook floating in front of him. Protest going on. I think the murder is connected to the protest. Oh, dear the gardener.
Hello again, officer.
You may have some ammonia.
Sure. I'm done with it. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
What is this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Never mind.
She shifts in her seat awkwardly.
I have to run. Okay. Back to the body. Oh my god, Kuno. Oh, is this my own vomit?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Get an exact count.
Maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46.
Which is?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gate is undeveloped.
I'm pretty good at this, ain't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many?
8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
Same guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Light step number 41 shoe.
Kid?
I don't think there's a way to be sure.
Understood. Anything else? A woman?
Actually, it could be a kid.
Okay. How do you know?
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
I'm saying random things while looking at holes in the mud. I have no idea where any of this is coming from.
That's okay. Go on.
Have you won 200 kilogram imprint?
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
One of them was carrying him over.
Possibly. Yes.
Aberration, one sole smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the odd sole.
Do you have any ideas?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
He regrets it the moment he says it.
So one of the people we're looking for is the drummer?
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Not thoughtful.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, prudent.
Mm-hmm.
How old do you think they are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
We've been through all of it. Oh, autosave. Okay, let's inspect the body.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Don't throw up.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. The second time, not so much.
Oh my god.
When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Great. The ammonia didn't help.
Nor does the wind right now.
You feel the lieutenant pat you back rhythmically.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop my whole life?
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem to be fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps too.
This is bullshit. I don't want to be a cop anymore. This is stupid.
Okay, you've said it. You needed to say it. And now that you have...
He draws his hand back from your back and looks you in the
you
eye.
need to get your shit together.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Thought. Your shit is apart. It's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. You're supposed to be together, compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the two hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that will help. Internalize. Oh, interesting. You can equip a certain number. Oh, these are white checks. They're available to try.
Fuck does Kuno care?
What's going on? Is an ungovernable youth on your crime scene, throwing around incendiary language, trying to push...
When hosts realize something I've been trying to tell them, you've gained a thought. Go check it. Kuno, listen, I know this boundary pushing thing is new to you, but it's old news for us grown-ups.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno pushes it hard level. You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
You okay, Kuno?
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
Alright. I keep throwing up and I can't investigate the body at all.
Yeah, like a fucking volcano. Yeah. Fucking pathetic.
You were lucky you didn't die there.
Maybe you got some advice? You're obviously handling it well.
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you.
He looks to his left and to his right and then leans towards you.
What are you? Like 80, right? Maybe you should stop embarrassing yourself in front of a fucking kid.
I want to discuss the body with you again.
Fuck about it.
Never mind.
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost.
I'm gonna leave.
Kuno doesn't
Guess we should go talk to people. Tectonic force has cracked the pavement like an eggshell. We're gonna go watch Scrooge to have fun. We'll have fun with that. Let me know what you think.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Yeah, pull out the radio.
Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Connect me with the Lazarus.
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I was told to call the Lazarus. People are worried about me.
It's you.
Was that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here.
You know who I am?
Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me.
Sure, but can you tell me about myself, as in who I am?
You are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get on with it. I've got more important things to do.
I couldn't reach up and grab a tie from its spinning fan without unbearable pain shooting through my arm.
Hard to tell exactly what it was over the phone. Could be a combination of peripheral neuralgia and high blood pressure. Could be that you were having a heart attack. Or, actually, it could be both, given your profile.
Both? That sounds bad.
Yep.
No wonder I'm in so much pain. I feel like I've been damaged.
Yes, probably in more ways than one.
You're detecting very little in the way of empathy from Dr. Gottlieb.
So what do I do?
Cut down on the drinking, pal. In fact, cut off the drinking. The drugs, too. Anything else?
Oh, but speed. Sweet speed. It goes so well with alcohol, too.
I've lost my memory. All of it.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
There is no surprise in his voice. Only careless superiority.
You're not surprised. Okay, anything else?
I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
I think I've had a heart attack.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Sort of. But by God, does it burn in your chest?
Yes.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life.
I wouldn't worry about that. People die all the time.
Accept it. The body is an object, and objects break down. Do what good you can with yours, before the rest goes too.
Is there anything you can do for me?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
No, I don't think I can handle that.
You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D.
Oh, I have magnesium.
It's not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime.
So it's political. You're being neglected because of political reasons. The money is probably going to some old, oily...
And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson.
It's not fucking cryoactylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly hear the already familiar
Anything
voice.
else I can help you with, officer?
I'm done.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set metallic drawer slides out from under the seat.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do?
Ooh, chain cutters.
Are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters. The
pry bar
feels nice and cold in your hand. Heavier than you'd think. Cold and heavy. Like truth. You feel like you're reunited with truth once more. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Take a flashlight.
Robust, weatherproof, and well made. Police issue. Blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
What are we looking at? What is this machine?
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
What is this sinking feeling I have with the words motor carriage?
Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
But what is a motor carriage?
A motorized vehicle, officer. I'm sure you are familiar with the concept. We've had these for nearly a century.
Does everyone have such a cool one?
The Kupris Motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
In the cabin, you see...
Close door. Real quick, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Alright, thank you. So, let's see. We have a bunch of things. A bunch of tools. Okay. Let's go cut the lock on that thingy. Sorry, my hands are wet.
This trash container is... The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Keep them to yourself.
The lieutenant leans in to inspect the lock.
How do we get open?
We could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage, or
Lieutenant?
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Let's get that instead. Notebook is still levitating.
Real mature, man. What exactly were you trying to accomplish? You do understand you still owe me money, right?
Damn, your feet thought we got away. That doesn't seem fair. You demonstrated some serious skills there, slipping away Sambo style. By the way, Sambo, or samurai boxing, is an eloquently violent set of one-on-one fighting moves originating from the samurai Isola. Sambo used to incorporate a wide array of martial disciplines, from archery to mounted combat, but mainly means aesthetically pleasing single combat nowadays. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool.
Don't I get something for effort?
You know what? The stupid drinks you've had are on the house. You know why? Because I know you can't pay for them. Not because you ran away.
Loggers, drinks on the house.
Now, I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window. That's 100 square.
So we're cool?
Not entirely cool. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you back up there. Now, what the hell did you want? I assume you wanted something to come back here.
Is the trash compactor or container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you even guarding your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked.
What's breakthrough imminent mean?
Not special in that regard.
Pollution. We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done.
Him slapped. I've seen something here at the Whirling, I think, and a thing I need to talk about.
Thing.
Something else I want to ask about.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirling later.
Thanks. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
You wait and see, cafeteria manager. Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this
sad banger. Alright, goodbye.
volumetric shit compressor.
Thought complete.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
All endurance white checks unlocked. Learn cap for endurance raised to 4. Task update, inspect victim's body. Ask around for money.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I have no idea.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to
maybe?
be somewhere.
South, maybe?
You don't really know, do you?
I have only a vague blackened image.
Vague blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Can I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, exact number on the building?
Try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Long lonesome way home. Let's rewind. Trace your drunken steps. Jump across the raised channel bridge south from there. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle to your feet. Scaring little children. Streets are frozen this time of year. Caked with ice. Okay. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. I think I can ask this guy for money.
Welcome to Revachol.
Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Falconer Kim, I got your back.
You do make a cute couple. You know that.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
You say, officers.
You could ask him to show you the soles of his boots. He definitely looks like someone capable of a lynching.
Let me see the soles of your boots.
Present.
Been admiring the stompers, huh? Sure thing. Check them out.
On the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate tangle of treads with no immediately discernible pattern. The wind howls over the Bay of Revachol, a cascade of cold air flowing through the city streets. Those same streets have left their share of scuff marks on the underside of your green snakeskin shoes.
Not the ones I'm looking for.
Bites his lip and drops the near-finished cigarette lingering between his fingers. He reaches for a new one.
Got a smoke?
No. He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
I'm gonna need the one you're smoking.
Can't have it.
Hand over, I'm confiscating his evidence.
Evidence of what? I haven't done anything.
Fuck, I oughta
What, officer?
say nothing.
Sorry, I couldn't be of any help.
What was that argument about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Wake up, sheeple.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Ah, yes, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior
Open
design.
your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Okay, and?
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kids are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Right, I've already made up my mind. Want to hear it? I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
What's a scab mean? Big guy.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
What's going on?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
Oh, he's an alpha male. Broad-shouldered alpha male looks to you.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Oh, then yes.
Ha! Couldn't handle us. A cause gives the workers strength, gives them power. We have a right to work! Besides,
His voice actor sounds really familiar.
it helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Regardless, I have some
Maybe you
questions.
should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
I'm just gonna leave. Wrong car.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes, and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray. No, this one is a monster in disguise.
I'd like to ask some
No
questions.
response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snap fingers.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
Alright, if you say so. Volkswagen Humanox covers the truck. Ruins full of snow, nobody lives here. Alright, end of the line. Let's walk back to... what's this? Couple bucks. I have a distinct feeling I'm gonna be sleeping on the street tonight. Unless I can find a bag. Oh yeah, magnesium. I guess I ate already, okay. Ancient fountain doesn't pump water anymore, there's a tree in it. Ooh. Sewer grate, a gateway to the river of filth.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide
bag
grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
Not super okay with this accent.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
I have police questions for
You're
you.
right, officer. 100%.
Ooh, persuade him to give me some money.
Strictly business. Maybe I can interest you in some premium menswear instead.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
I want your money.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
I don't know, it was the only thing I could come up with in my head to ask you. I need to get money somehow.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
Alright, that's fine. What kind of stuff are you selling?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom. Anything for you.
Where are you from?
It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
Yeah, sounds good.
Very cool.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand. Buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist.
No luck? Why not take another look, officer? Keep supporting the economy.
I want to buy those itchy pants.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't.
Like that. Okay. Okay, I will go into there, and then I will go back to the body. It's only 1 p.m. In-game. Some kind of machine? Mostly military wear. There's a guy. That's a woman. Dark film projector.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Have you had any trouble lately?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Some of your selections are more tasteful than others.
Me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Is Roy high? And if yes, what is he high on?
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light while the mind continues to race forward? Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
What is Pyrrolidon?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Camera adjusting. Shake off your sunglasses?
Why on earth? These are prescription. I can't really see without them.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting. Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
What's with the triangles?
I was with the emergency relief brigade. You know, after the People's Pile disaster. Had to take Pyrrolidon for radiation sickness. That's what you were hinting at just now, wasn't it?
He's taken for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
What's People's Pile?
Bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
Must have been tough.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it?
No one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
Thanks for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Do you have any guns?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
What? Sold? The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Was Spire a policeman?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive.
Hmm.
But I was just happy to get rid of it. And of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Sounds right.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
I'm sorry, I sold my gun.
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow, while also keeping our focus on the murder investigation.
This mess, he means your mess.
Alright, I get it.
Of course.
Let's see.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
What?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Sorry, cop?
Yes, sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
Or are the other types?
Oh, you know. Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, liquid shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go?
I'm not sorry.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
No, I'm not sorry. Fuck off.
Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then.
Alright, interesting. Let's leave. Where's pawn shop? Oh, there's a guy back here. Wire lock out of order.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
Do you know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Can I have some of that salami?
Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation.
Yeah, meow.
Always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Alright, bye. Okay, let's go back to the body and get a move on. The wind should have changed. We've got gloves. We tried the ammonia. Did we talk to this guy?
Welcome back.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going by any faster, believe me.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is...
Hang on.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a well-oiled crack. The lock pops open. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there?
There is. But you won't like it. Sweat forms. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
With boxes and
milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too, a white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
I have a bag?
Slimy catches your eye.
Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
Thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Do you think someone from Whirling might have been involved?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Let's ask the kids.
What's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
Okay.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Search for food waste.
Organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it up.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with more letters hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes. Written in a man's handwriting.
What is a man's handwriting?
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what this is.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street written on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore. That's why I tried to flush my cop life down the toilet.
Well...
His eyes express a rare condolence. Then he picks it up.
Lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
The mug.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
An antique?
Only in its social sensibility.
I guess I'll take it. Lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, then returns to sight of the
You
trash.
acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the...
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Good sound.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Okay, so... items. Interact here. Damaged ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Know the pathetics? Terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Like the toilet paper.
Just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila! The ledger now looks marginally better.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your fingers across
the surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Lieutenant, what is this?
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
What kind of information?
Depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
For example?
All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. They're not exactly white
papers.
They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What's in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases, undertaken, not completed, mind you.
Mention of a naming convention?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
In capital letters, too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. You like this grimy murdering, don't you? It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
My cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention, Kim.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, a non-numeric one,
Oh,
with
you mean
titles.
the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named the cases Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one The Man with the Hole in His Head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Commit to paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager.
Cross off the ones and
A
finish.
satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the Citizens Militia.
Citizens Militia.
Is to name the case.
Have you by chance named our case, Lieutenant?
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Are you going to hold your notebook at any point?
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
I'm done inspecting these.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
I read the case file now.
It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later.
Yellow papers.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out.
What type of forms?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Field autopsy.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form, waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of it is made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM.
What color did you say it was?
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands, U4 sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
-1 from Lonesome Long Way Home. Could I stop Lonesome Long Way Home for a minute? Yeah.
Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some, then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck. A hot flash of rage comes over you. For a moment there, before it recedes, you feel as though you might just squeeze a tear of anger out of your duct. Makes you wonder, why? It's unjust, that's why. You can't even get to that thing anymore. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason.
Yeah. Okay, point and interfacing.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly, The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know,
slide it open.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Ow. Pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it.
It smells of chewing gum. Apricot flavored, a touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Open.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand.
I don't believe in this gendered handwriting.
Harry, it begins. You're already
Harry?
reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
It will make me happy.
A merciful wind blows in from the bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it.
Let go.
Hold on.
Your hands shake, holding onto it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
She's dead, isn't she?
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs, and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
Did I fucking die?
You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No. Hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything alright?
Alright, fall sideways, I guess. Title card? Begin.
There is nothing. Again.
Nothing.
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery. Just blackout.
Just lie there.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who is that?
Who is what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow.
The shadow?
Because it's always there.
Enough, just lie there.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's cold.
Yes. They're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage. seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
No, I don't want.
There is no use arguing with me. You will die if you don't. Drink.
There really is no use arguing with him. This is him exerting the reserves of authority he usually withholds. You can't even try to resist. All you can do is...
drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I should ask you the same.
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
How long was I out?
10 minutes, maybe.
10 minutes, okay. I came in contact with the burnt out ruins of the past, Lieutenant.
That does sometimes happen. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Just not.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
One thing I want to turn the lights on here.
Inside, you see a set of steering leads, a radio microphone, a pull-out tool.
All right.
Headlights.
Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage. The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Camilla comes to life with a whiny growl.
Press the button.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done.
Close it up.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
What about the next?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3, that's it?
That's it.
Alright. Look at the grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Where are we on this?
Let me see. Right here.
Seems nice.
No, it does not.
What all the holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Son, here is where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Got drunk like a megastar?
Yes, that does seem quite likely. Your youth coincided with some heady days for Revachol. But let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90s.
Yeah, there's a lot of words and info.
All RCM officers.
It is cool. You're saying I used to be a super cop?
Call it what you want. You are a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
Confirmed kills? That sounds pretty evil. A drink would soften that feeling.
That's not too many.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week and don't really think about it. There's no trace of guilt in his
Brushing teeth once or twice a week.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
He's sincerely glad you're not a scary predator. Not to say relieved you're competent.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
Archer's here.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a hobby.
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
That's true.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's go.
I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
White morning. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer... Oh, never mind. Sorry, wrong one. You see yourself from above. Research time 5 hours. Wait for it. Oh. You passed yourself, even from this distance you see your eyelids flutter. Great white object laying out its sweet smell like a lily valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. Sure, let's internalize that one.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bayi. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to receive.
You've got like 30 minutes until your midnight snack, okay?
Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Action.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Okay, what's the thought I just got? Some kind of superstar. -2 logic still seems unlikely. For like an hour. I'll come back to that once I've examined the corpse. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry that you're sad that you're on a diet now. I'm sorry. The vet said you're obese. I know. It's not fair.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
Yep.
As you breathe,
Finally.
the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
They always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
What's the word?
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
Yeah, hanging. We're here to investigate a murder. This is a bad time for a drink, right?
Extremely.
What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to load.
I'm here.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
Like in a circus for transporting black-spotted giraffes?
No. More like in a harbor. Like the one just east of here. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
They sure wanted him to stay there. The polyester seems strong.
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands.
Rabbits?
This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it?
The brief suggested as much. Politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life. Certainly not a briefing.
Okay. You should ask me for one the first moment we get.
Okay. How'd they get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt. Buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there.
Back off and look
The
at the corpse.
cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. Limbs limp and torso. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world.
Ah, there you are.
Out of place somehow.
Archie's running around. What kind of boots are
They
these?
are armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons.
Okay, then what kind of armor is this?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
He nods towards Kuno, who's eyeing suspiciously.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there's nothing else?
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirt we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
What if they told him to strip before they hung him to demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fucking talking about underpants.
Kuno is this guy.
It is
Material looks out of place.
expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Ching, baby?
By catching, do you mean Let's not log them as evidence. Let's steal them.
What was that about the constabulatory before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant in a conspiracy.
No, that's not what I meant.
Of course.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
They look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Not the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
Pull the boot off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Yeah, sure.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop!
Oh.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it?
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
I'm gonna pull his head off, right?
Yes, that's what I said. You'll compromise the coroner's case if you do. So please, don't. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
There may be clues inside the boot.
Maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot and leave what's inside to the boys at processing? Just this once. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down to the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down, and second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
It sounds like a plan.
Anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Okay, got it.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights.
The cadaver slowly twists.
Tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Fair enough.
Your fist clenches suddenly.
It will be riddled with disco.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
Is this a national pattern?
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
The pattern does not stir patriotic or religious sentiment in you. What it does is speak to the wounded, limping animal, the male in particular, unable to communicate in anything more than grunts. It's impossible to tell if its advice is right or wrong.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
Oh, you got something out. Pulls out down the zipper of the jacket.
A thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Lame work.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces two metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place with the side of the apparatus.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash. followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
You're not supposed to shake it or whatever. Cool machine.
It is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
What do we need it for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Here, a souvenir. Don't lose it.
He hands me a piece of rolled up photo paper.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Look him in the eye.
Eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Tell me, who are you, dead man?
I'm gone.
Ooh. Why were you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
Why do you have to speak like that? What dialect is that anyway?
It's a mishmash, Copabolo. You think I'm Messinian, don't you? For you, this is how people from Messina speak like.
Are you from Messina?
No. My hair is too light a shade of brown. My eyebrows, too. Trust your inner racist.
Are you racist now, too?
You think I am. You think I was a racist because this lump looks military and has tattoos. That's called profiling.
So were you feeling sexual arousal?
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
No. Yes.
Captain Coppadromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
Who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
Well, you are now, but who were you when you were alive?
Killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Takes one to know one.
Go ahead, Cobo.
What's happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your...
Black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
Imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah, give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up. Copperoonie, Rooney.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Of course not. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right. Harry.
I feel like I've been getting a lot of Harry lately.
You might be onto something there.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, Provocopo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
I don't have anything else to do. This kid's all I have.
I am all you have. Then you truly lost it all, brother. Let the world drag it all away from you. And what it left, you pissed away. And here we are.
I hate you, you stink, and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
A deep sea creature.
No, not quite. Be fair now.
I'm not sure that Harlequinism is an okay thing to say.
You sure wriggled out of that one? Coppellini.
Enough.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
None of that dialogue was captioned. Let's Quentin take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
His face and hands are pink, thighs too. The rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
Relax your eyes.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
Something's coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Goddamn right. I'm...
Malicious laughter erupts in the yard. Sounds
Turn around and yell.
Seagulls.
Big said he's a...
The lieutenant's face is made of stone.
I think he's dead.
I agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently.
Totally dead.
Totally.
Absolutely.
I know what to think. What do you think?
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck.
He points to his fatted chin.
The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Could it still be he was moved after death?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Back off.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
Of course. You
Oh yeah, everything. How do we get him down?
Sure we finish the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Have another look?
Slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered in tattoos. And
yeah, it's done.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought
new skill point.
but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
We could use the kid's lyre on the side of the tree.
I don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. And I don't see another good way up there. Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this.
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
We asked for some help at the harbor.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Confirmed. It's unsafe.
Let's reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a...
Shoot him down?
Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Shoot up at the branch?
Yes, the buckle, where it ties the cargo belt to the tree. If the shot hits that, then there might be a small chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Easy does, partner.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Fucking idiot! Mukabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Try again, maybe?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Can I have the gun?
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
He shrugs and proceeds to load it.
Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banani poika! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Feel the weight first.
A cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger.
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Close your left eye.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the noon light as the corpse slowly rotates. As you wait, your breathing slows down. Some mosquito-like organism buzzes in your peripheral.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Point the gun at Kuno's.
Set me free!
You feel as though it would be dangerous to set this creature free to roam about the cosmos.
Don't.
Do it!
Can pull the trigger now. Point the gun at the belt.
Intense shit, copper.
Fucker waved his gun! It wasn't intense, it was...
Responded to provocation. Alright, well. Ah.
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry! I knew it! What a mulko!
Are you? Because it sort of feels like you are. Please don't cry.
Stop crying, you're sensitive.
It feels dry. Nothing comes out of you as you stretch and bend your face into a crying shape. You're too furious to cry, apparently.
Try really hard to
The
cry.
lieutenant watches you jerk some tears, your shoulders shaking and your eyes dry. The gun begins to slip from your fingers.
What a weird game.
You malolda! The can't even cry!
The lieutenant gently picks his gun from your hand and holsters it.
We still need to get him down somehow.
But how?
The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the Harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
Want to be dangerous?
To ask the suspects for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
There's a part of me that wants to go back and like reload to save and try the shot again, but I know that's not in the spirit.
Suck my dick, bitches!
Who's Everett Clare?
The leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt man, from what I hear. You don't want to owe him much.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
Let's get to it then. Alright, hang on. Next time I'm getting this shot. Oh yeah, I never...
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here?
It's quite a lot to read into here.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Can't anyone laugh anymore on that? An example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work. Just finish your case, detective.
Fair enough.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board.
Let's put Alright, well, I think that's going to be it for tonight. This was an interesting game. I think that we'll definitely play it again next week. It's very plural, very weird. It's interesting. I'm not sure if it will be me next time again, but we'll see what happens. You know what I kind of want to do? I kind of want to play a little bit of chess. Just a quick 10-minute game. Give me one moment. Glad I was able to catch the stream. I'm glad you were too. Give me one moment. I'll be right back, and then we will play. Oh, that's off, but I think once I hit the button, it'll be fine. Give me 1 second. Okay, it's been a while since I've played. I'm probably going to miss stuff, like really, Jesus, pretty obvious stuff, because I'm rusty. Let's play. Playing against a 12-20, I guess we're white. Start with D4. England Gambit. Doesn't anyone want to have fun anymore? Takes that, I take that. Okay. Trying to knock that into there. If he takes that, I take with the queen. He's advanced. Hmm. Isn't there a thing where I can go boop, and then he goes boop, and I take that, and I get this? Screw it. If he moves forward again, then I just take with the bishop. Knight. Let's pin that to his queen. Ah. Let's see. Ooh, wait. Hang on. Take? If he does that, then I'm forced to take because I'm in check. And his queen comes and takes my bishop, and we're still even. I think. Except I've got off a pawn structure. Let's try it. Oh, good. Oh, can't move, duh. That was a flawed plan to begin with. Which is fine, that happens. Oh wow, I've really fucked this up. Yep, and now I have to do this. You can take that, yeah. Let's open up the bishop. We're down by 7, which... Ah, this is completely fucked up, I see. There. Strange. Strange how it's also just completely off. The timers are wrong. Everything's shifted to the left for no reason. Let's do this. Nothing is protecting that now. That's good. No, if he goes there, sorry, if he goes there, I just do that. Takes that. I can at least be recover a pawn in this. Oh no, I'm just giving up my knight instead. That's wonderful. Thank God. That was a bad move on his part. Because now I've just recovered material. I mean, might as well. Now I think I just have better structure in general here. I can do that, and that. He's probably going to move that. Check. There. Check. Take. I've got nothing. What if I did this? Threaten the rook. You see what I've done is I've entirely pinned my bishop to the defense of this knight, which I basically cannot move now. We call that the Camilla Gambit, where you just throw away your entire elo for no reason. Let's do this. Let's threaten that. Because if he drops this, that's a... Yep. That's what I thought. Let's do that. How much time do I have? 4 minutes? Oh my goodness. There. Whatever. So... what if I... So here's the deal. If I go here, check, and he takes my bishop, and I take his bishop. And then he takes my knight. Now I can start cleaning up pawns, I suppose. I don't know, screw it. What have we got to lose except the game? Okay, well now... here is something. Pick up a pawn. Yep, I knew that was coming. It's nice I can do that, and now your bishop is pinned to your rook. You can... no, you can't move there. And I mean, I have to sacrifice my knight, in a sense. I'm gonna do it to fuck up his pawn structure and then take a pawn in return. Check. So now, check. And I'm out of ideas, basically. But the thing is, he kind of has nothing except for that. So if I protect that, locks into there, and go down here. You can't go there. You can go there. This is maybe the worst game of chess I've played in a long time. Mm-hmm. Careful now, don't stalemate me. Does that, and I can't take, that's checkmate. All right, we're going to ignore that game. That was a warm-up. God, what a terrible match. We're playing black this time. E4, we're going to respond with the French defense. What in the hell is this? A3? What in the world is A3? Also, he's chosen to take because he doesn't believe in fun. I could take with the queen. He brings out his knight, I have to move the queen. To where? Who's to say? Oh, Lord. Dun, 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 dun. I don't see what you gain from this. I think you think this is very clever. Oh, I misclicked. That's bad. Hmm. I fucking misclicked again. I mean, that move works, but at what cost? Ah, that's a very funny move that I'm going to get out of by castling. Because then, if I was still pinned there, move that forward, take queen, etc. No, that's a god-awful idea, actually. Instead, what if I did this? Yep, that gave up my knight for nothing. As I planned. Take. I'm doing this. So I can slot my knight in here. No, that actually prevents that as well. It's fine. I know I'm not giving much commentary, but I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants right now. That was fucking stupid. It wasn't stupid, I just didn't think it through. And I'm just combusting here. What a world. I would really love to move here, but just can't yet. Oh, no, I can't there either because of the... Oh, you know what's a really interesting move here? Resigning. That's going to be it. Thank you for watching me fail at chess. I need to remember how to fucking play. Also, it's midnight. Merry Christmas, everyone. A weird stream for Christmas Eve. I hope you all have a nice holiday. Let me end by showing you the pair of socks that Oak is knitting his girlfriend. So, you knit one already. And then he is most of the way through a second. Yes. Something fun to do. Anyway, I hope you're all well. Have a safe holiday. Rest. Have a nice night.